We them broke boys from the hood. We on them missions, understood. Won't catch us lacking, we that good. We always winning like we should. We flying high, we butterfly up to the sky. No way you catching us, goodbye. Pray to God we make it out alive. I'll never leave my dogs behind. We stick together like we signed. We shooting stars, one of a kind. We undefeated, just resign. Money more lower than a bitch nowadays.
This is a completely different setup. I'm not used to it. Please bear with me. Welcome to another episode of the Broke Boys. I'm Martin. And DJ. I got DJ, special guest. And
Julian.
So today is going to be the Halloween special. So happy Halloween to everybody.
Happy Halloween.
So since it's your first time, you know, you're getting into content creation. Both of you guys are as a group. Tell me what that's like. Tell me some of the challenges that you guys are facing right now.
Bro, it's tough.
Yeah.
Like, I took a trip to LA, was going to record everything. Found out you need a lot more stories than you think you do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, I get you.
That was tough. And then just filming in public, too. Like, at first it's awkward. Like, people are looking at you and giving you weird looks. And it's just like, do I really want to just film out in public like that? But then after a while, bro, you just get used to it.
Yeah, you gotta let it become second nature.
Yeah.
But it does get intimidating. I know I get intimidated by it all the time too. Yeah. And it's not very natural for me to be holding the camera, and I have that issue of like, hey, we got our phones.
Like, it's cool holding a phone like this when you're holding a camera up, because you have to hold it up.
Yeah, you need
or else you're not getting nothing.
Yeah,
it's not there.
Just everyone's just
double chin and all.
It's literally like
you gotta look at it at all times, bro.
Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah, I mean, I think we talked about it before too, like having to get used to having it, like just pulling the camera out, remembering it, things to film, stuff like that, and then of course the public, quote unquote, embarrassment. It's not embarrassing, but
it is like secondhand embarrassment, so almost. Yeah, because I you see that small cat set?
Yeah.
Come on now. I get intimidated by that little ass thing sometimes.
Hey, but it does the job.
Oh, fuck yeah, it does.
Yeah.
And I tell this to anybody that wants to get into content creation, those GoPros are really worth it. There's even the smaller ones I think that you guys got.
Yeah.
And that one's pretty solid too. This one, I love it because everything's run through the app. Right. I can edit on the app. I don't have to worry about it. It pushes 4K. I think the new ones even push like 8K now. But this one can push 4K. It can do all the high resolutions. The frame rate can go up to 120 frames per second. So it's definitely like worth it. The only thing that I will say is like, the more that resolutions that you want to use, the more battery drain you'll get.
Right.
And memory use.
But now I have it hooked up to the cloud that it has, so that way I don't have to worry about the memory.
Oh, cool.
I was worried about the memory all the time, having to delete shit, having to do it, until I realized that it has its own cloud that you can pay for the subscription and through Go, and it stores all of it.
That's hecka dope.
I don't even think ours has that.
No, or I don't even looked into it. I just used the card.
It's crazy. We've been trying to figure out like, okay, after we get done with the editing, transfer it to the computer, try and delete the other stuff off the camera just to free the storage up and rerun it all.
I just move it all to a hard drive and then clear the card and start recording again.
So when you guys edit like on a desktop or on an iMac or?
I have a MacBook.
MacBook.
Yeah. On a MacBook. I'm going to try using iMovie and CapCut if possible.
A lot of people say that that is the move. Yeah. Like, but I'm just such a Android user, and then obviously I got a whole PC setup, so it's kind of hard for me to transition to Apple and try to use it. But
honestly, whatever just works.
Yeah.
Like whatever you have. Because I just had it. Happened to have it. I was like, I was going to use this.
Yeah.
That's
hard. I probably would have got a PC or something.
And it's hard trying to transition from something you know so well. Like, even for me, when I first started editing, like, making content about my cars and stuff, I was using Instagram. Like, people use CapCut for everything because of the existing templates, stuff like that.
All right, bitch, you don't got to call me out. I'm just saying.
I'm just saying. It helps a lot.
No, yeah,
you know what I'm saying? But then I started using CapCut a little bit. I'm like, okay, now I understand why people use it because it's such a comfortable interface to use.
And it gives you more tools.
Way more. Instagram is just so basic. It's easy to do it on Instagram, but it's not as appealing to the eye.
Yeah.
It doesn't catch the audience's attention.
Exactly.
For sure. No, I get you guys. Well, do you guys have anything planned for Halloween? You guys have any parties or anything that you guys have done before?
Halloween definitely started a little early this year.
It's been the whole month.
Yeah, pretty much. Last week, man. I mean, definitely a Halloween / birthday party that we went to, but I mean, all weekend it's just been hit the bar. Halloween season is up. Everybody's wearing costumes. Just alcoholic activities. Lots of memories being made. It feels like it's literally a Halloween week. Like it just has not stopped.
Yeah, it hasn't from Friday to today, pretty much, and then
tomorrow. Yeah.
God damn, you guys are fucking y'all getting shit faced every day.
Not shit faced, but
like drinking, chilling. Or he was.
I blacked out Friday, Saturday, bro. Enough of me, okay? Enough about me. I was like, drink my twisted tea.
No, but it was good times. Made new friends.
Whole group of new friends, just like us. I mean, it's good. It's been a great month. I think for Halloween, we'll probably just end up pre-gaming at the crib, go to Tower, Halloween bar festivities.
We're not dressing up again.
I'm not dressing up.
The girls will dress up. I'm like, bro, I'm over it already. I don't want to dress up.
But that's pretty much it. Nothing too crazy. You got anything planned for yourself?
Dude, for me, it's just work. It's nonstop grind.
That's real.
So I don't really. I completely forgot it was gonna be Halloween.
Yeah, you get so lost into work, you just forget about the days.
Someone told me today, like, "Oh, have a good Halloween," and I was just like, "What the fuck? It's Wednesday. What the fuck you mean happy Halloween?" And then I didn't realize that tomorrow literally is fucking Halloween.
Yeah,
I was like, "Fuck, it's insane." But thinking about it, when you guys were kids, do you guys ever remember Halloween? Like going out, like, what were your guys' like best memories or something similar to what you wish that you could go back to today?
Probably just running, being just young and hooligans, bro. Just running through the whole block, like just block to block to block, just sprinting through all the houses, trying to hit as many houses as you can, and it's just Halloween's a fun time.
Yeah,
in general, like you could just do so much more, especially as a kid.
Yeah,
we would do some crazy shit. Scaring people, like literally just hiding in the bushes, scaring the hell out of people walking around trick or treating.
I still do that to this day.
Now that we're older, we're the ones scaring the kids.
Yeah,
literally. I think mine had to be, and I think it was literally our senior year, Halloween. I went to go hang out with the homies, and like we were a lot more grown at that time, and like everybody was already like, "Oh, you're still trick or treating," and you know that joke.
Yeah,
but we just wanted to have fun. We got dressed up, went trick or treating, ended up egging somebody's house. I mean, I would have to say senior year trick or treating had to be it, bro. Because I mean, I thought I was never gonna celebrate Halloween again because I stopped at the age of like 15, or 14, and so to bring that back just made the inner child in me so much happier. And then, of course, egging somebody's house is a first for me. So.
You never done that?
We went through 2 packs, bro.
All right, they're all wild.
2
packs is
2 packs on somebody's ex. I mean, hey, she kind of deserved it, but obviously it's not her crib. So, but hey, that was back then.
Back then.
That was back then. I promise you I wouldn't do nothing like that now. Perhaps. Maybe.
We'll find out.
We'll find out.
Yeah. Any fucking favorite horror films? Do you guys like scary movies?
Saw. Scary movie.
Saw has to be my favorite.
Saw?
All the Saw movies. I watch all of them.
What about you, Julian?
Probably the original. What is it? Exorcism.
Okay.
Bro, that movie terrorized me when I was a kid. My dad made me watch that when I was like 11. I turned never again.
I literally turned the TV.
But I watch it now. Like he had put it on the TV. I was like, "Oh, what are you watching?" He was like, "Oh, I'm watching the original one." And I was like, so I sat down and watched it with him. I was like, "Bro, I was scared of this."
I feel like when you're a kid, everything is just so much more scary.
It's like more enhanced.
Yeah. It's all of your emotions and feelings are so much more enhanced. It's like you guys remember the what was that thing called? When your TV goes the national emergency thing.
Yeah.
Bro. The Amber Alerts. That used to scare the absolute shit out
when it could just come randomly out of nowhere.
Like everybody. Like if they used to pop out like at 2 a.m.
Bro, yeah. Sitting there watching SpongeBob and then you see it go mute. You're like, oh no, here it goes again. Bro, when I was like 7, I remember it happened. I was in the kitchen eating lunch and it went off. I literally dropped my sandwich on the floor, ran straight to my room, and slammed the door, bro. I was so scared. And there was no reasoning behind it. It was just that noise. It was just weird vibes.
I remember getting some of those alerts, and it would be like rainy as fuck outside.
Yeah.
And as a kid, you had those thoughts of like, what if a fucking tornado's about to fucking get our ass right now?
Dude.
When we're in the Central Valley, tornadoes going.
Man.
Have you guys gone to like Fright Fest or any of those? What's the other one? Hobbs Grove, Raisin Hill Ranch. What's another scary spot, like a haunted attraction?
There's a new one.
There's
where that old Walmart was.
Yes.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about.
That's pretty taxing.
Yeah.
The
Hello Texan.
Was it 90?
It was like
or 70?
It was like $40 each attraction because I guess they have 3 inside.
Wait, each attraction?
Each attraction. There's 3
God.
total ones. It's like 17 room or 417.
Yeah, there's
like
different
that.
names.
Yeah, it's worth going from what I've seen, but it's just it's a hole in your pocket.
Damn.
Don't bring your kids with you.
Each attraction is crazy.
But you got to think about it too. That old Walmart was huge.
Yeah.
Like,
And they spend a lot of money because we know somebody that's close to the person that like did it.
Yeah.
And they put a lot of money into it just for them to get shut down, or they didn't pass inspection.
Yeah.
So they finally passed inspection like last minute, or I guess they're just like, we just gotta make our money back.
Yeah.
But we did go to Hobbs Grove this year. We didn't go to like Fright Fest or nothing like that, but we went to Hobbs Grove, and believe it or not, your boy was scared. I mean, we went to the house. Yeah, they put me in the front, of course.
I didn't put you in the front.
But
that was Trinity.
it was me in the front, our homegirl Trinity behind me, and then my boy Julian behind her, and then we had our other homies with us. And I always thought like maybe being in the back is the worst part because somebody can walk up. No, being in the front.
You're the first.
I'm walking,
trooper.
And I
trooper.
I was walking through this haunted house, and it was confusing too because there's entrances and exits everywhere.
Yeah.
So as I walk in, like I can't really see well in the dark, but I can see figures, and I look around the corner. And I'm like, yeah, that's definitely a person. I was just like, hello, how are you? And they don't move. They don't say anything. I'm like, oh, I'm just talking to myself. Bro, I step out.
Still got him.
Jump scare. Still screaming. I mean, I'm not going to be embarrassed, bro. I was screaming in that house. I was yelling.
I'd be screaming too, shit.
Trying to speed run it.
I can't do a lot of those
jump scares.
Nah, yeah. I just, my reaction is fight or flight. I'm sorry.
Didn't you? I think our friend Trinity hit one of them.
Yeah.
I think the last time, I think it was years ago, we went to Raisin Hill Ranch.
We wanted to go to
that one's pretty cool. That was pretty. I like it, and especially like middle of fucking nowhere. It's in a farmland.
Right.
They got all corn mazes.
See, that's what we wanted.
We should have did that.
Yeah. And then when I went at the time, they had a few people with chainsaws, obviously without the little chain. So you just hear the fucking chainsaw chasing.
That's the scariest sound, though.
Yeah, and they would be like fucking hiding on top of the bins. And you want to see them, so you as soon as you think you're exiting and you're done with the fucking attraction, they'll jump out of nowhere with the chainsaw.
Dude,
they got us at the end of Hobbs Grove too.
Yeah,
they had the chainsaws too. There was one. I saw the first one and I was like, "Oh heck no, we gotta go!" I was like, "Start running!" And we didn't know there was a second one down, and they just trapped us, bro.
Tough times. I feel like Raisin Hill Ranch would be a good one too. Is it like an open field, like an open corn? Oh yeah, that's perfect.
And I think at the time, granted this was years ago, at the time they had, I think 5 different areas.
Oh wow!
So one would be a corn maze, the other one would be like a chemical reaction, and then the other one was scarecrow, and I think the other 2 were like murder house or murder mystery, something like that along the lines.
Right.
But literally, they were all just mazes. And one of the, I think the chemical one, there's a gas chamber that you go into.
Yeah.
And there's literally two actors that are just posted up on the walls, and they're camouflaged perfectly to the wall. And there's fog, so you won't be able to see anything, bro. So you walk in, and then all of a sudden, the door in the back, they shut it. And then you're trapped in there by yourself because you get separated from the group. They do it perfectly to separate you.
Crazy.
And then you're looking around trying to see the exit, and one of the fucking dudes that's just on the wall will just start creeping up and like slowly walking around you.
Nah.
You didn't even know it? Or
Nah.
you see him?
Nah, I reacted hella quick once I saw something move. I was just like, oh.
Bro, I'm sorry. I'd have a heart attack in that damn place. You
I
gotta
would've
call
crashed
an
something,
ambulance. Real shit. That's crazy. Yeah, I think we should have went there. Real
We
shit.
should've.
The Hobbs Grove is cool. Don't get it wrong. Like,
So was it? I've heard different things. I've heard people say like it's too fucking packed and it's too fucking busy.
It wasn't like too packed, but I would say like we went in,
Yeah.
and then there's people already waiting.
yeah,
There was people waiting behind us,
Yeah.
and even after they told them wait, they still ended up right behind us inside the haunted house.
yeah. So it's like there's a line for sure. Thinking about Hobbs Grove is there's never a day where it's not packed. Like if you go early, then
Because
maybe.
they don't have a lot of. They have that one house.
Yeah, and before they had two well, they do have the hayride,
But
but nobody's doing that. I mean, the hayride was cool for the kids, but not for the adults.
Yeah.
The haunted house is the one definitely to go through. That one lasts like what, 6 minutes, 7 minutes, something like that. Going through the whole haunted house,
the outside or the inside?
the inside, and then the outside.
It lasted 6 minutes.
Yeah, was it longer than that?
Pretty sure it was longer. I don't think we went through all of it in 6 minutes. Because
True.
we went inside the house. Then
It probably
outside
felt
the
like 6 minutes for you trying to just
I was
rush right through.
I was trying to run. Trinity's over there holding my arm. I'm like, DJ, I'm like, nah, get off me. I'm trying to go. Every man for himself. Fuck that. But no, yeah, I mean, I feel like Raising Hell Ranch would have been a better place to go to. Just because the feeling of it makes you feel like, yeah, this is some spooky shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, nothing.
It's like if you guys come out here, like out on them fucking.
Boonies.
Mm-hmm.
When I go outside to go take a piss, that's scary enough.
Yeah.
In the fields, no.
Oh God, I tell this to everybody that's been on my house before, way back then, like fucking years ago. They used to have a concentration camp down the street for World War II.
Was it for the Japanese?
For the Japanese. Yeah, and I tell this to everybody: if you were to stand outside of my house, just staring in the middle of the fields,
Yeah.
I guarantee you're gonna find one little bit of a shadow running through the fields.
Nope. No thanks. I'm okay.
I ain't seen some shit in person in some years. I don't think I want to see it today. I think I'm gonna close my eyes when I walk outside.
What was I doing the podcast? Nah.
He's like, on that note, thank you.
And as many times as I've been over here at nighttime, I'm surprised I haven't seen anything.
And we've seen a bunch of shit happen and right in front of you, and
I
you're
don't
like,
look, yeah,
what's going on?
Not even paying attention. I'm just
He's always like this.
Yeah,
There was one time that we were chilling in my literally in my living room,
yeah.
and we had just got back from Taco Bell, and then we got the playing cards and we put them on this ottoman that I have right here.
Mm-hmm.
We put the cards on top of the ottoman. We put the food, and we're all having a conversation. Next thing you know, me and the guys that are there, we see what seems to be like somebody just swiping the cards right off the ottoman, like straight swipe. And I look at them and I'm like, was that one of you guys? And they were like, no. I think it was a rat that jumped from the fucking that came from the bottom of the couch and jumped on the ottoman.
It's a rat.
And then we're like, DJ, did you see that? DJ is
Told you.
what?
Told you.
What just happened? What
I
I
have
missed?
good social awareness, but once the phone gets in my hands, bro, it
No, he's
consider me
cooked. I'll literally be calling D. Hey, DJ.
You can literally be talking to me when I'm on my phone, just texting.
I'd have a full conversation with him, not knowing he's on his phone. Like, he's behind me or something, or my back's turned and I'm talking to him, and he's not responding.
No response.
Turn around.
Good talk, bro. Good talk.
Oh, all right. Fuck me. I'm just a bitch.
I'm just locked in like that. I'm sorry, bro. It's a
Yeah.
problem now.
Yeah, you're getting kidnapped for sure.
Hey, yo. But yeah, I mean, there's been even the time when we were I think we were in the car going to someone's house. We hit that intersection and something flew by, or somebody was standing on the outside of the street.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody's like, bro, did y'all see that? And I was just like, I ain't see shit.
Yeah.
I just don't experience anything. And
You lucky bitch.
I'm kind of grateful for it, bro, because I know I'm gonna jump out my damn skin. I see some shit.
Well, there was one time that I don't know what we were doing that day, but we were chilling outside everyone's car,
Right.
And I told you guys, I was like, oh shit, I forgot to grab something.
Right.
So then I come back into my house to get something.
Right.
As I'm coming back inside, you guys all say that the screen door swung right open, and that somebody was tapping in their car the whole time.
Yeah. Because we were sitting, I think this is when you still had either the couch was out there by the window where the grill was at, or we were just standing outside. And no, we were standing by the cars. That's what happened. And me and one of the other homies looked. As soon as the door swung open, it looked like somebody pushed it. Like, the wind's not going to do that.
Yeah.
And that gate, I know for certain, does not just move on its own. Like that. Bro, it swung wide open. I looked. I said, oh, hell no. Bro, we ran inside so quick.
And they were so paranoid because they were like, we thought that it was you fucking with us because I guess they were inside the car and you guys were hearing like on the bumper.
It was light. It was a very light tapping.
Yeah.
I remember that. There was something about like that entire month. Because there was
something paranormal.
Like left and right. Yeah.
Yeah, I think last year in the podcast room when we were talking about the Halloween special and we were getting into the month of October. Literally, there's a recording. I don't know if I got in. I probably do got in the cloud, but I had decorations up in the ceiling, and you literally see that we're having a conversation, and one of the decorations is just, and then me and him are looking at each other. We're like, "Are you seeing that thing in the corner just rotating?" And he's just like, I don't know what's going on. And we were both looking at each other like, no. But we used to get But we were like, there's no way that this is moving because we had two of the similar decorations.
Yeah. Right.
His is just circling. The other one is just standing still.
Right.
And then we have a bunch of other decorations like on the side that aren't moving at all either.
But
it's just that one thing that's just swinging.
Dog.
And then we started noticing it and we were like, just don't pay attention to it, bro. It's all good. It's all good. Because we
give it attention.
We're like, just don't pay attention to it. Yeah. And then there's the garage door right next to it. And then we start hearing the garage door kind of like try to swing open. And you know that sound that sometimes the door will make when you try to it tries to swing open on its own. And we're like, you know what? Let's just go ahead and let's wrap the session.
No, I don't think I've ever experienced anything like in person, other than obviously the gate that I can remember of like.
Yeah, you were with us for a lot of these things that we experienced, but you never just.
I was just never aware. Yeah, I just didn't look.
It was always like, DJ, did you notice that? He was like, no. What happened?
You know what I remember? When we were sitting, I think it was either in the living room or we went out front.
Yeah.
And we heard what sounded like, was it a baby or what was it? Was it a bird or something? It was like it sounded like it was making a noise, and we were like,
"It was with all the guys, right?"
Yeah. And we went to stand out on the porch. And we're all looking.
They were all thinking like it was a cat.
Yeah,
and we thought it was a cat on the tree.
I have not seen no cat out here.
Me either. And we're all together. This time it's like six heads.
Right.
We're all outside my house and we're all just chopping it up, brainstorming ideas, and then all of a sudden you hear the sound of a cat meowing. Mm-hmm. And at the time I had my cat, but she was inside and she was lazy as fuck. She never fucking meowed or anything, other than fucking food. But she's just chilling in the couch, and we're looking. We're like, it's not her because it's coming from the fucking tree,
right? And
it's this big tree that's right here in the front yard.
Yeah.
And then we started like, hold on, it stopped, and then you hear it again, meow, 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 and it started.
But you guys didn't hear like the leaves moving or like,
bro, we were looking
because then we start looking for it.
Oh, cool.
We start looking in the front by the tree, and we got flashlights out. I'm standing on the porch. I'm not going near nothing like that. I don't do none of that.
Like, I'm the first one to die.
That's what I'm saying. I'm staying closest to the door. So the guys are like looking. They're trying to like get close and figure out what it is, and we're just like, bro, where is it? The noise is right here.
Because it goes from the tree to the corner of my grass, to the fields.
Yeah.
And we're just
not doing it. Skinwalker type beat. I'm good.
I think that's what you guys were saying, that it would have been a Skinwalker.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I don't know.
That was one of the ones I do remember vividly.
I think there was the other time too that we were all chilling. I think it was the first time that you guys were all spending the night. You guys had all gotten faded and cross-faded.
Right.
And same thing. We had just come back from Taco Bell. We were just enjoying ourselves. And then I was just like, all right, bro. I think it was one of the homeboys that was saying like, I don't feel comfortable. I feel like something's watching us. Something's around us.
Okay, yeah.
And then him and the other homeboy had seen somebody on the road.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
And then me and DJ, we didn't see it. We were like, well, I don't know, like, because I drove.
Yeah.
And they were the ones tripping about it.
Yeah.
Anyways, we're back at the house, and we're all getting ready to go to bed. These guys are terrified because they start hearing noises from the kitchen.
Yeah.
And they start saying that somebody's walking around in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Worst comes to worst, I was just like, well, if you guys want, like, y'all can all sleep in my fucking room. Like, it's fine. Like, we'll all group up and we can all knock out.
Martin was Scarface and them like that.
And at that time, I just had my bed in the corner. I had an ottoman and a love seat in my bedroom. And you and one of the other homeboys shared the love seat.
Yeah.
The other homeboy laid on the floor.
I remember this story.
And the whole time we're hearing shit get dragged outside. We're hearing noises from the living room, and we're just getting paranoid little by little. And I'm just like, all right, I'm not gonna pay no mind to it. I'm getting ready for bed. I lay down. Everyone's laying down. Everyone's just trying to calm down. And then I look over to my doorway, and I see this shadow that's just standing at the doorway. At the time, I'm like, okay, DJ's is closest to the doorway. Maybe he's getting his charger. Maybe he's getting something. So I say out loud, nobody fucking move. DJ, what are you doing? DJ's just like, I'm laying down. And I was just like, does anybody else see the figure that's in the doorway?
Bro, do you see anything in the doorway right now? I'd be like,
bro, my temperature dropped like 10 degrees when he said that. I was like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do at this point.
Nah, if I was sleeping over somewhere and I'm chilling, about to fall asleep, and someone goes, does anybody see that guy standing in the doorway? I don't know what I would do, boy.
Because he said it in the most serious manner. Like, I know when Martin's joking, or like when he says something like as a joke, but when he said that, my eye opened up and looked towards the door so quick, but I was laying down. I think I was facing like towards the window or towards them. So yeah. I didn't look. I'm just like,
and you can sense like the tenseness of all of us, because we were like, none of us said a word after that. We were like, somebody close the door or something. Someone say a prayer. See it though? We all saw it, because then even the dude that was laying on the floor, he was just like, someone is under your basement. And I was just like, don't pay attention to that, bro.
You have a basement?
Yeah, I got a basement.
Nope. Nope. You lost me.
Well, I remember there was one time that we were coming back from a recording session up in the mountains, and we were coming back down, and it was like 2 a.m.
Right.
And I'm pulling into my driveway, and I noticed that my basement light is on. No one goes to the basement at all. And I was just like, why the fuck is my basement light on?
Right.
And everyone's paranoid as fuck, because they're like, your basement light is on. Maybe you went in there like today or something left. I was like, big dog, I just got home not that long ago, and we just jammed out to the mountains. There's no way that I went down to the basement. What the fuck was I going to grab? I don't got nothing down there.
Dog.
And it just gave everybody goosebumps. And this was the night that we had to call 911, because we thought we had heard some screaming coming from the field. And we were all afraid of what was going on. And anyways, I open the basement, nothing's there. I turn off the light, and we're like, okay, cool. Like, let's just go to bed. We're tired. We're over it.
Right.
As I'm locking up the basement, we hear from the distance, before these fields right here, they were knocked down. So it was just clear, just straight dirt.
Right.
And then we heard straight, like a woman yelling, like full on yelling. It wasn't like a coyote. It wasn't
screaming,
like screaming, like
just yelling.
No, like straight up, like screaming and like terror, like. And I was like, "There's no way." And then in my head, I'm like, I just can't go to bed, thinking the worst. Like, what? Like, if there's a killer down here and he just chopped her head off, Means that I might be next. I'm not trying to do that.
You say, ooh, what's that light? Oh, that's the house.
Next victim. Bro, that's scary. Like, what? I wouldn't sleep for sure, but like, what do you do? Like, you're not gonna go in and investigate.
You gotta just walk it down, bro. And just...
I'm not going in them fields. You got me fucked up. Bro.
Yeah, no, we called it in. At that point, we were like,
nope, they can do it.
Nope, they can do it.
Yeah.
And sure enough, like 4 or 5 fucking cop cars fucking start hauling ass down the street.
Yeah.
Lights everywhere, light up, and we're like, all right, bro, we fucking. Did they find anything? What's going on? Like, what's going? And you see all of them just fucking patrol cars, lights. They're lighting up and down that fucking fields.
Yeah.
Finally, nothing. They didn't find nothing, and they didn't come tell us anything. But we were all like on edge that night.
That's scary.
I would be too, bro.
Especially if you hear something and you know exactly what it is. Like, come on now.
Mm-hmm.
A woman screaming in an open field.
You know what that sounds like.
Yeah, I'm not finna mistaking it for a car tire screech or nothing. I'm going inside.
And especially if it's in the direction of the field where there's nothing else.
There. Yeah.
Like, you know what it's going to be.
That's actually scary, bro.
Do you guys have like a genuine fear of anything like Halloween?
I don't know.
Like just jump scares, or like maybe it could be, let's see,
like a phobia, or you just mean just a fear in general?
I think just a fear in general of like, let's see,
something about Halloween that would scare you.
Yeah. Was something that
probably like a serial killer dressed up on Halloween. He'll blend in, just start murdering people.
I don't think I really have one, to be honest with you.
No.
I think one would be like, one would be like kind of what you said, but a chainsaw. Like, chainsaws alone are already something that I'm kind of iffy about, like, being around.
Mm-hmm.
But someone literally dressing up as, like, Texas Chainsaw Massacre,
like Leatherface,
and having an actual blade on it,
mm-hmm.
you're just gonna be like, oh, it's a fake chainsaw. Next thing you know, your neck is gone. Bro, that is like one of the worst ways to go out, taking somebody as a joke and they actually be on some shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think that would be my fear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something that I'm genuinely like terrified is dolls, bro.
Dolls.
Something about their fucking soulless eyes.
The ones that like the eyes open and close by themselves.
Yeah, no.
Fuck no.
My sister had those.
Just
no.
Yeah.
Throw it across the room. Hope to never see it again. My sister had porcelain dolls growing up, and she used to keep those on her dresser. And when I tell you, I get the like creepiest feeling when I see dolls. I just can't like.
Because in your head, you always thinking, this motherfucker's looking at me.
Yeah, like why are your eyes?
And it's
so
just like, why is it tracking me? Like,
yeah, you're like moving around the room, it's looking at you. I'm like,
then you go tell someone else, and they're like,
ain't nothing wring with it.
Eyes aren't moving.
Yeah, they're like, bro, you tweaking.
Oh, okay.
It just blinked at me. Just.
Shawn Michael and the fucking doll, bro.
I wonder, like, why were dolls really like such a popular thing back then? Like, bro,
because it's the only thing girls could play with. Like, if you think about it,
yeah,
boys, we have cars, soldiers, all this and that. What do girls have? Dolls.
True.
I think back then in like the 1920s, it was more of like women were made to be not self-independent, but more of like housewives.
Right.
So they had to be, nurturing mothers,
right,
different like that. So I would assume it would be something like that, some stereotype of that sort from that decade.
That makes sense. I just wonder why the hell they made them so creepy. I mean, they're just creepy to me because
it was just the way they were made,
portrayed.
Because they didn't have what we have now,
right?
Mold injection and all that. So they just had to make them like that. That's just how they came out.
True. I just think the aesthetic of dolls is just very like eerie. But then also growing up, seeing movies like Annabelle, seeing movies
Chucky,
like Chucky, and seeing the dolls where they're portrayed that way, it just kind of instills fear in you. So that makes sense.
But even then, like my mom had the collection of the Mexican, like the old school Mexican dolls, rag dolls. Those were fucking terrifying to look at, bro. I used to go to her room. She used to have them displayed.
My grandma had that in her house.
And she knew every time that I went into her room because I would go to the doll and I would twist their head the other way so that way they're not looking at me. No.
Why are the dolls looking backwards?
Why are they all looking backwards?
Oh, man. Yeah. I mean, I think another fear of mine is just like, I think one would be dolls. You remember that one time I was telling you we were at homie's house and I had that dream. I was sleeping on the beanbag. Yeah. Had that nightmare. I'm walking through the forest and it's winter. It's snow. And there's 3 little girls, like they look like they're probably 4 or 5, and they're all like they all look the exact same.
They're
in the same dress, and they're all skipping and dancing. They're like pulling my hand. They're like, "Come this way, come with us."
No,
bro, I woke up. The first thing I saw when I woke up was this painting the homie had in his room
of the 3 girls.
Of the literally, and I looked. I said, "Bro, the feeling I got from that, it was like." I don't even know how to describe it. It came from my soul, bro. Yeah. I could not. I said, nah, bro. So when he woke up, I told him, he told his parents that painting was gone. Same day. I could not, bro.
Yeah, no, Mexicans don't play with that.
Yeah.
But the other thing was that his dad was so, like, what's the word?
Like superstitious?
Yeah, he didn't believe in it.
Yeah.
He wouldn't believe in any of that shit.
Yeah.
So for DJ to experience that and him to be like, oh, okay, you know.
Yeah.
Getting rid of it.
He's like, I've been needing it.
I don't believe in it, but just in case.
Yeah.
Because I think that would have to be like one of my first experiences of like dreaming of something and then it popping up into reality.
Yeah.
I did not see that painting that entire night until I woke up, and I was like, there's no way.
Yeah.
And to be facing it when you wake up, like I wasn't facing the wall or something and turn around, like I was facing it. Yeah. Anyways.
Have you experienced anything paranormal before? Or a better question, do you believe in ghosts and paranormal stuff? Yeah.
I feel like if you're Mexican, you kind of have to.
Yeah.
Because all the folklore and all that from Mexico and here, it's just, you have to believe it, bro.
What's like one of the scariest interactions you've had? Like, have you? I mean, I was gonna ask another question, but I'm gonna just let it ride.
So the scariest interaction, I would say for me, was that night that one of homeboys says that he had saw something and he chased after it, and he described this being that he had seen. We're all in the car, and DJ's right in the middle of us.
Yeah.
And the dude is looking at the window, and we're in the back seat, and he's not looking at neither one of us, and we're trying to talk to him like, "Hey, bro, you good? Like, what's going on?" He's looking at the window, and he's doing some weird ass fucking.
Fuck no! I would have knocked him in the back of his head.
And it's just like, and we were like, "Dude, you good?" And just rocking back and forth and just speaking in tongue, speaking in a different language. And I look over at DJ, I'm like, this dude is speaking in tongue, bro. And DJ's just like, huh? And I was just like, bro, listen. And he is speaking, and we couldn't understand what he was saying, but it definitely sounded like he was speaking in tongue. Yeah. And if for some of you guys that don't know what language is that there's no languages other than that it's a spiritual thing, that people say that it is disguised for the devil, you know, so that way it won't know what language it's speaking, it won't understand. That's a language between the angels and the heavens, you know, through that. But there's also a saying of witchcraft that can also be translated in that sense.
Right.
So as far as from what I know is what he was saying, it felt uneasy and you felt the tension, and he looked unrecognizable. Yeah. Because he looked back at us and he was already güerito. He was already like, you know, white, but he just looked straight pale. Didn't say anything. And we were like, you good? And it was almost like he was just looking at his hands and just.
So did he describe what he saw and then was doing that?
Yeah.
Whoa.
He used to always talk about being in his apartment room and like seeing certain things, dreams all the time. Like, dude, he's one of the people that like would have nightmares almost consistently every single night. And I mean, spiritually, there had to be something attached to him. From what I experienced with him, from the things that he told us, it had to be.
Yeah.
Because every time we were around him, and we went to go drive somewhere, that's when stuff happened. Yeah, it was.
Yeah, we experienced a lot as a group. I mean, I remember there was one time that we were gonna hang out.
Yeah. And
we were barely gonna meet up with everybody, and we're all driving at the same exact time. It was DJ, me. We were in one car, and we're headed down Shields, passing Grantland, And I'm driving, and both you and yo, dude, you almost hit that dude.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Yeah, I
hey,
remember
who?
that.
And I was like, I didn't see nobody. You were like, dude, you didn't see the dude that you almost hit? I was just like, what, dude? There's no dude on the road.
Yeah, I remember that, bro.
At the same exact time that they're saying it,
Yeah.
calls me. And I have it on speaker for everyone to listen.
Right.
He's like, bro, you're never gonna believe it. My sister just saw some shadow that jumped out of the room and ran into the restroom at the same exact time that we had saw somebody in the middle of the road.
I'm telling you, bro.
There was always something between him and between the other homeboy.
Yeah.
Because there was, even when we didn't hang out with one, the other would experience like certain shit too.
Right.
So there was always a commonality of both of them experience something and it somehow catching back to us as a group when we all hung out.
If you think about it, the way that both of them are now.
Yeah.
Like,
I was
makes
talking to him on
sense.
the phone earlier about that too. It's just so crazy. They both don't want to say too much, but
No.
it's just
Say a lot. It doesn't matter. This is our shit.
I'm just saying it's just insane how both of their situations were kind of not the same, but they're very similar in a sense to how we broke apart as a group.
Mm-hmm.
But again, like you said, even spiritually, the things that they experienced were similar as well.
Yeah.
It makes you wonder, like, I wonder if it was just a spiritual thing that they're being attacked by that made them do those things.
Who knows? Because I know at one point when you had told us about the news about one of your guys' friends passing away.
Right.
I know he had unresting beef
With them, yeah.
with him.
They both
And-
did, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was throwing shots too.
And I remember that him telling me this is that one day that he had felt his presence in his house. And I was like, well, that's because you never said your piece to whoever this lost soul may be and whatever stuff that you have between your guys' old relationship or friendship, because you guys have known each other since elementary school.
Exactly.
I mean, you guys went through so much. Like,
Right.
you should say your piece at least.
Right.
And, forgive whatever it is. Or,
Just to cut off whatever tie
yeah,
that there is.
whatever lost soul is wandering.
Right.
His little sister said, you need to tell to rest in peace, man, because he's bothering me. I see him in our house,
Right.
wandering in our house. And I think I talked to about this, and I think you were there in the conversation. I with me when he was younger that he had experienced a lot of spiritual stuff.
Yeah, I remember that.
And that I told him, I was like, well, there's a lot of people that say that you have a doorway, a spiritual doorway that you can leave open, and you need to shut it so that way you don't experience certain things.
Right.
But then sometimes they look for you as a beacon because you're the only one that has a doorway. And most people are able to use that ability to help those lost souls transfer into purgatory, heaven, whatever it is that you guys believe in.
Right.
But just help those lost souls get transported to the next phase.
Right.
If you don't know how to close that door, they're still going to bother you. They're still going to see, oh, somebody can help me.
Right.
And when I told him that, he had remembered a trauma thing about this little girl that used to chase him, this spiritual little girl that used to chase him. And he told me about it. And I told him, I was like, did you ever close that door, though? And he was just like, I don't know how to. I was like, you just say, I was like, as far as from what I know from my grandma, Mexican heritage, is that you just say that you believe in God and you believe in yourself and bettering your life, and that you relinquishing the devil's power, all that.
Yeah.
And you surrender that power.
That's crazy. You would think that he would have tried that already, considering him and his family used to go to church often.
Everyone's different.
Yeah.
Some people love to just leave it as is. And some people just don't. I would say some people don't know how to surrender it, rather than just be like, well, whatever. Maybe it is true, maybe it isn't true.
Right.
But it's still going to continue happening.
Right.
Because I guarantee they're probably still going through some sort of shit, or they experience or see some shit.
Right.
I don't see nothing. Ever since they left, like,
Yeah.
I've been fine. Nothing's happened where I felt like there's something in this house or anything like that. once they all left, they kind of just left me.
I think that's actually crazy, bro, because, excuse me. I don't know if there's ever been a situation where I've opened a door. Like, there's been places I go and I'm just like, bro, this house is just eerie. Like, I can't be here.
My
I
cousin's
feel
house?
energy. Yeah. His cousin's house, bro. We spent the night there.
Yeah, no, there's bad shit in the house.
Because we were faded. And when I tell you, I would have rather slept in the grass in the front yard. No cap. Like, was I on the couch? Was I on the floor? Where was I?
We were in the living room. I think you're on the couch because we have 2 couches.
So the floors are like hardwood floors throughout the
Tile.
entire tile throughout the entire like living room and then into the hallways. And something about the hallway just gave me this eerie feeling.
It's a long hallway.
Like,
it's a long hallway,
Oof.
and it goes off into a bathroom, room. But if you're looking, when in the complete darkness, it just looks like a hallway to darkness.
Yeah.
So
and there's a mirror at the end.
Oh, I
hate that shit. Exactly. So having to get up to go to the bathroom alone, bro, I'm just like, this does not feel welcoming. I think I was trying to sleep and I felt somebody's presence or I heard somebody walking down the hallways. And I like turned and I looked and I'm like, who's walking down the halls? There's no lights on. Like, it's dark as hell in here. And I was like waiting and nothing appeared. I was just like, am I tweaking?
Yeah.
I'm not that faded, bro. Like, I know my surroundings when I'm faded. I'm not that cooked.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's just, I've never had something attach itself to me where like I go home and I'm experiencing shit at home. I'm in the car, I see, like, it's never been like that. I'm grateful for that. But dude, it's just like, I wouldn't wish that upon nobody. So for someone to go through that on a daily basis, weekly basis, whatever, it's at your house, you see shit at work, you're in the car scene, bro.
Imagine Michael. When
Dude.
he had that.
Nah.
We have a friend, and he was working at Taco Bell.
Yeah.
The one on Olive.
Yeah.
Late at night, truck pulls up. He said old school truck, red, flames on it, old man in it, pulls up drive-through, orders, yada yada. And then when he's leaving, or it pulls off. Yeah, that's what it was. And then he pulls off. He's driving home, stops at a red light. It's like 2 or 3 in the morning.
Yeah.
Stops at the red light, same truck, pulls up next to him. And the old man looks at him and says, "You're going to burn," in Spanish.
No shit.
And then he's just stuck there.
Yeah.
Truck drives off. Just thinks about it, waits for it.
The fuck?
Like, how do you
start seeing the truck everywhere?
Yeah.
Start seeing the truck everywhere. And then he says he was going home, sees the truck. Truck's following him. Parks his truck, runs inside the house, looks back, sees a truck parked across the street, goes and tells his dad, because he's told his parents already.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, he's outside.
Yeah.
Dad goes out there. What are you talking about? There's no car right there.
Oh shit.
And he's still seeing it. He's right there.
Yeah.
He's looking at us.
Yeah. Oh no.
Mm-hmm.
It's such an eerie feeling. I've heard even the stories about some people saying that they've seen the devil, and that they've came into contact with them randomly. So I had a buddy of mine who told me about this funeral that they had attended, and that this family, they're from Fireball, and that a lot of them they grew up in the farmland, so they didn't have a lot of money, so they were struggling trying to figure out ways to raise money for the funeral. This mysterious man shows up. They don't know who he is at all. Doesn't give his name, doesn't present himself, just goes, talks to the widow one-on-one, and mysteriously offers to pay for everything. Literally. The whole funeral service, the casket, the tombstone, everything. Offers to pay it.
That's like $25,000.
And they take the deal. They're like, yeah, we appreciate it. It's donated.
Right.
That man doesn't leave a name, doesn't leave anything, but everything's already paid for, as far as from what they had told me. And he paid in cash, left the cash. And I guess that the day of, or the week of, that they had to finally bury this person, and they finally were able to put him in the tomb. Before they got the tombstone, it was just a little plot of dirt with the little what's it called? The little plaque, the name plaque, before they give you this tombstone. And that they see the man, and they were wondering, like, oh, okay, let's go say hi to him, and then go say thank you. They said that as soon as they got and they were approaching closer, he started walking away. Didn't turn around. They were like, hey, like, sir, like, stop. We just want to say thank you. And then he kept walking away. Right. And then he got to the point where there was these bushes, and he turned a corner, and he disappeared. All that was left were his 2 footprints that were burned onto the dirt, where you see literally boot prints burned on the dirt.
That's actually insane. That is like, wow. Like, and it was his footprints, and it just stopped right there, huh? Wow.
And it was like burnt outline.
Who do you think it was?
The devil, bro.
The way that I think about, because there's some people that say there's similar stories to this too. There's a lot of people that say about it in TJ, and they say it's because the person who passed away is because at one point they had made a deal with the devil. So the devil probably going to collect his soul,
right,
or whoever that person may be.
That's actually crazy. Telling you, bro.
That's why I don't mess with that stuff, bro. Especially in Mexican culture, if you mess with that, you're cooked.
That's why I've never understood, like, the people who obviously are into that in the culture. How are they able to wreak havoc for so long? Like, I know people who do different types of stuff, right? But they do protection spells and shit.
Yeah.
But that type of stuff, bro, it scares me. I don't understand, like, is there no consequence for them? Is it just...
I don't know.
Because trust me, bro, like my grandmother, obviously I'm Black. I'm not part of the Mexican culture. But she had a Ouija board back when my mom was younger. And my mom used to always tell me, she was just like, we used to never mess with that stuff. We used to go to church, and her mom had a Ouija board in the closet. It was a little closet door.
Yeah.
And the Ouija board was on the very top.
Just casual.
Just chilling there. Like it's a board game. Like it's Monopoly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Who wants to play the Ouija board today, guys?
No, my mom said they never played it. She never like opened it up and like looked at it or nothing, but it was just there. And so one day they went in, took it out, and threw it in the trash. And it was back. About a week later, they look in the closet. It's right there. Same game, same tears on the box.
Yeah.
The exact same game.
Yeah.
And I mean, there's been times where they've gone to church, and my grandma goes to this new church, and they're preaching and going through service and whatnot, and my grandma's just fucking foaming out the mouth, bro. I'm talking like,
really,
bro, like these are legitimate stories. You can ask my mom too, type shit. But it just scares me because I'm like, what are the spiritual consequences for that after death, right?
Yeah.
Like, you can cause havoc on earth all you want to, but is it worse for you when you pass?
It might be.
Like,
who knows?
Yeah.
Because I mean,
you've already opened up.
Yeah.
To that side.
And it's almost like you're opening up your spirit, not even just,
right.
You know, you're allowing your spiritual being to be
vulnerable for that.
Vulnerable, exactly. Yeah. And who's to say that? I don't know. Even when it comes to like when people do like tarot cards and stuff like that, there's some people that say that it's safe and other people say that, you know, it's witchcraft.
Right.
Along the lines, I don't really understand any of it.
Right.
Same thing with when people believe in crystals. Like the Hispanic cultures believe the same thing. Like you believe in crystals, you're believing in other gods and other beings rather than...
And they say that's not of God.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you're idolizing other things.
Yeah.
Which is very true. Damn.
I don't know. It's a bunch of weird things and stuff that we don't necessarily know.
There's just so many categories and subcategories of different shit. It's just like,
and then
you don't even know anymore.
It's so vast because like a lot of it is unknown stuff. You can't prove a lot of this stuff. A lot of it is between traditional beliefs, science, or just stuff that people have done for years, and things have worked in that favor or in that manner because of those things that they've done. So it's like, I don't know. I think it's definitely something that's curious to humans, but I kind of cross the line when it comes to
me too.
certain things, bro. I'm not fully stepping into figure out or
If I
solve the
want,
mystery.
I'm not gonna fuck around and find out.
Yeah, exactly.
No.
Not happening.
No, there's every culture has their own different terminology of certain things. Like even some Native American culture, like how they would curse the lands and stuff like that.
Right.
Like, wouldn't that be necessarily wishcraft as well? Like,
Exactly.
But who's to say? I mean, no one knows.
I mean, even voodoo and black cultures down south, the same thing with like, what is it called in Spanish culture? There's a word for it. It's
what, voodoo?
No,
It's like
casting spells, bruja, yeah,
brujeria,
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Stuff like that. But I also wonder, is that type of stuff normalized in other countries like Germany or Italy? Like,
I want to say I don't know about necessarily Italy, but I want to say like gypsies. I would say that's a culture that they do, accept that and see, or maybe even idolize it in some way.
That's insane. I think it's really like the Western culture is just so different than those in the east side of the world. It's just so wild.
I see a lot of videos out of India.
India too, yeah. But you don't hear about that type. Well, no, Asia too. Asia too has their own.
Yeah, every culture has their own good side and bad side, and their own demons and
different gods and things. Yeah. What's like one of your all-time favorite like childhood Halloween movies?
Halloween movies?
Yeah.
Oh,
they can be cartoonish. It can be scary.
I would say the scary movies, like the parody ones. Those are always a classic for me. Yeah. You have obviously the Snoopy ones, the classics that would come on.
Yeah.
The classic horror films. I remember at the time they would always play action movies. I didn't have cable back then.
Right.
So back then I would have just Telemundo or Channel 21
right.
on local TV. So they would play a bunch of just random shit, random movies on certain times. So I would watch a lot of the action ones.
What would you say is yours, Jules?
I think Monster House. That movie's tight.
This is why we're brothers, dog. I was thinking that for the entire time of asking that question. Monster House was so good.
Because it's funny. When you were a kid, it was kind of scary. But not like nightmare scary.
Yeah.
That was the one with the old man that was like, get out of my house.
Yeah.
Burner Gravy? That's a teacher. Shit.
Oh my god. Man.
Devil Cracker, that's what his name is.
Yeah.
Oh man.
It was just so iconic too, like growing up back in the days, like just watching that movie when Halloween season came back around. Like I remember, I don't know if it was it Cartoon Network or was it Disney that was playing? I think it was Cartoon Network.
Cartoon Network.
And they were doing
Cartoon Network had all the best
they were
stuff,
goated, bro. And they would play I don't know if anybody else remembers this, but Scary Godmother.
Oh, yeah.
Bro, that between that and Monster House, those carried my childhood. Every single year. Halloween comes around. Scary Godmother and Haunted House, bro. Oh my god. Monster House, I'm sorry. But yeah, I mean, I feel like October's always been my favorite month because the weather gets cool.
Yeah.
And then you got the fair that comes right around. Trick-or-treating, obviously, Halloween. But
I just like winter in general.
Yeah, it's just the best month because it transitions from being stupid hot out here in the valley and then it goes straight to cool weather. You can walk outside. Nah, we had a cool week.
We're going to get into freezing.
Yeah, soon. I give it to like another week. But yeah, I mean, the season is here.
Did you guys go to the fair this year?
I did not.
I did.
You did?
I did.
Brother, did you go?
No.
You didn't want to
I
go.
never go. It's just...
Last time you went?
Boy, back when I was like in high school. Just because, again, like I just hate, you know how I get sometimes too. Like I get super anxious around motherfuckers and just, I can go eat a corn dog and be just vibing myself. And someone's just, the fuck you looking at?
Yeah, and it's hard, bro, because being in that environment.
I'm about to stab you with this one.
Being in that environment is just crazy. You gonna be eating a corn dog, turn around and look, you made a prison shank out of a damn corn dog stick, ready to, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, the last time I went was like 2022. Even then, you got people walking by you in groups of fucking 20 dogging you, bro. No, it's not the place, bro. Not in Fresno. Not in Fresno.
Yeah.
Not in Fresno.
Even just the lines, bro. Like, you're spending your money to, like, not do shit pretty much.
Yeah, you spend hours just waiting.
Bro, we were there for 4 hours.
Mm.
We got on 3 rides.
The food be worth it sometimes, but bro, you ready to spend $17 on a burger you could have made at home?
Oh,
Like,
God.
let's be real here. Bro only put seasoning salt on the fries. He ain't even. he pulled
the patty.
Bro pulled the Lawry's out. He ain't even put no pepper on it. It's just Lawry's.
Oh.
Like I support businesses, but y'all robbing me. Broad daylight.
How does it work for vendors for the Fresno Fair Day? Do you think that they gotta pay?
I think they have to pay to have a spot.
Yeah,
but have you noticed? Isn't it always the same vendors every year?
It's never new.
Because I feel like they just move with the fair.
Yeah,
Fresno Fair is the same shit as the Madera Fair and Merced Fair.
So they don't really have newer vendors. I'm just assuming they just collect
There
them.
is some newer vendors.
Yeah.
I think, what is it called? The inside part.
Right.
You could buy a spot there.
Right.
Yeah. The rest, I think, is just all same rotation.
Because since I was a kid, I still remember the same exact setup. Some of the same exact.
But I did notice all the rides.
Yeah.
Or I guess they're under a new company.
Oh.
Like a new carnival company.
Didn't they add a new ride this year?
There's like 2 new ones I think I saw that I didn't see before. But I didn't go last year.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not going to go anytime soon. If I go, I'm getting a funnel cake. Probably a little fake tattoo.
I'm only going for food.
Yeah. I'm not waiting in that long line. Stepping in somebody throw up.
That was horrendous. That was like the worst thing ever.
Man.
Even the Fast Pass line was fucking long.
They had a fast pass at the fair.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God, I did not know that. Oh shit.
Yeah, I think that shit was like 60 all day. Yeah, all day pass.
Yeah.
Fast Pass was like $60. I was like, yeah, y'all tweaking.
Mm-hmm.
I
think the only thing that's worth it to like really go do out in Fresno is probably like big events like Art Hop or something like that. Something local.
Art Hop in a minute.
Right.
The last time I went and it was for the sponsorship that we had with Lavish. I enjoyed it. I'm not a crowd person. I'm not even a people person. I have issues with social anxiety and then dealing with certain people sometimes. So I'm very short-tempered when it comes to that. But just to go out there and vibe and the food, the different vendors that they got, it's pretty cool. Every now and then, I think everyone's on the same page of like, hey, we're all just trying to enjoy our time. Maybe there's a few people that are trying to fuck up and just,
yeah, there's always gonna be those people. Though.
Yeah, but for the most part, like I felt like it was cool.
It's a cool little vibe thing to do. Like, just your friends, just go out and look at everything.
Absolutely.
But no, I feel like we're all the same way to where, to a certain point, like when there's too many people, it's just like, all right.
Yeah, we finna dip. Yeah. Even for me, I mean, I got social anxiety. So if I'm in a place where if we ain't moving anytime soon, I'm just finna get like anxious and be like, all right, bro, I gotta do something. Like I gotta dip or something.
At that point, I'm looking at a wall so I can just.
Yeah. Or I'm literally on my phone trying to make a reel just to pass the time because I just can't.
Thank you guys for listening. We appreciate you guys. Be safe for Halloween. And remember, you guys can follow us on Instagram and on TikTok at brokeboys_FF. And shout out to DJ and shout out to Julian for being here. Y'all can plug in you guys' socials.
I don't even know my socials.
Shout out Woe Day on Instagram and TikTok. Check out Modified Luxury Crew on Instagram as well for the car content. I follow back. Don't be shy. I don't bite. Julian?
Follow me on Instagram at Yo Isaac, 0s instead of O's. Catch me there.
Yep. So happy Halloween. Enjoy you guys' holiday and be safe with the candy and don't trust a lot of these people.
Yeah.
Check
no cavities this year, please. Please.